Hello everyone, welcome to Smart Investing. Today's video is going to be about the annual conference. This is my first annual conference, so this is basically like a annual newsletter video. You know how CEOs, they give like the annual earnings, like they give quarterly earnings, but they do also do like once per year they do an annual conference and they explain things, that's what's on their mind or whatever. I'm planning to do the same thing. So this is my first conference. Uh, I didn't plan on doing this. This was like, I wouldn't say last minute, but it's something I've been thinking about in the last 2 weeks. This was high in demand based on my partners. So I hope you guys enjoy the black and white video. I don't know if you can see the greenish tint that I have on there, but I do have some greenish tint that I try to put on there. So I hope you guys like that little feature. So with that said, I have for my annual conference, this is the first conference. Again, I don't plan on doing this every month unless otherwise or whatever. Something comes up and I get more feedback, and then, people have a high demand for this, then, I might be able to do that. So anyways, for the conference, I have, after this video, I have 6 topics. So basically 6 videos after this one that I really want to talk about. The 6 topics that I have in mind are, I have them written down, so please bear with me. And this is in no particular order. So the first topic that I have is about hiring and talent acquisition. That's been a high request from my partners there at Bloomberg. It's been highly requested and commented within the past few weeks. I know that me and the Bloomberg team have been partners for a few years, but things keep coming up and then more requests keep coming up, and that's good. I like that. We engage, we're committed to what we do, and we like what we do. So they feed off of my uh, data, and I give them information, and then apparently, you know, um, I give them as much information as I can. But starting next year, I do want to mention one of the topics. Uh, that leads me to the next one. Um, Future growth and business. This is for me personally. Uh, I did mention a few comments ago, a few weeks ago, that the more information that I give, it's like I don't feel or think that I'm being compensated for my work. Uh, I realize that, you know, Wall Street is trying to replicate this model that I have created, this corporate culture, and this whole analysis and this whole replica of how business should work. And I know Bloomberg involves themselves with their guests and all that. Word gets around. People like what they like, and I would like to receive credit for my work and more marketing and advertising on my end. So with that being stated, starting next year, I'm going to start my own consulting business. I don't have a team behind me, but the only sort of team that I have is the partnership with Bloomberg. So, in order for me to continue efforts and to continue better, performance and quality and analysis and accuracy and everything that you guys want, and need for financial data and for the investment research and then for the educational source that I provide. I still want to provide that, but I just like, a little bit more uh, fairly compensation. So that leads me to uh, the conclusion that I have to start my own business. Uh, I know again it's part of the partnership, but nothing was set in stone. Nothing's really official. I understand, you guys love my work, and I like working with you guys too. But in order for me to, you know, grow from this and you know be fully accomplished, I need to be fairly compensated because things just need to work out the right way. And I realized, with the data and everything being presented, is that Wall Street has taken notice, and the statement for all this, when I make it, it's like they're replicating everything that I have said and everything I have done, and they're trying to implement a system where pretty much I have created, and I'm pretty much getting no recognition over this. So again, this is gonna come to the conclusion as to me starting my own business, and then me doing business plans. I can't start working on it this year, but I do have plans to start on working on it next year. And then I don't know when the release will be, but I'm just doing business plans as of the next few months and doing layouts and testing things out. That's to brainstorm my own ideas and to see where and how far and how fast I want to take this. I know these things are going to be really, really big, but again, as a Main Street investor, I need to be confidential and protective of my own work as well. So aside from that, I know you guys mentioned me, which is fine, and part of the partnership. I do like my privacy, but I I try to do the best of my ability and try to give you the best work that I can. Again, I do have a daytime job, and then I do this on the side because I'm good at what I do, and I have proof of work and everything. And again, um, this is just groundbreaking impact on Wall Street, and they just don't realize the power of other people of what they can provide. So again, third topic that is going to be discussed is the Milken Conference. I will discuss that in the another video. I want to say the next video, but in another video. Again, that's going to be a video that's going to be hopefully 10 minutes or less, no more than 15. So again, I'm going to try to aim for 10. And then next topic that I have will be talking about business in general, just general business, what sectors are doing good, what sectors are doing bad, what has done bad in a few years past, and what uh, has done good in the past, and what is doing good in the present and in the future. That's going to be highly, highly looked at. I know you guys love my research and my feedback. So, next topic after that one. Let me see if I didn't miss anything. I said that. Okay, so the final two I have are Wall Street versus Main Street. This is like a topic that has been mentioned for quite a while. The whole concept versus Wall Street versus Main Street. Obviously, I'm in favor of Main Street, and I don't see them as a complete enemy. I just see them as a rivalry, friendly rivalry. I do respect some big names such as Warren Buffett, Larry Fink, uh, Jamie Dimon, Jeff Bezos. Who else? Another big name. I'm trying to think. Um, just certain CEOs. I apologize for that. Just certain CEOs that are uh, at the top of my list when it comes to being a respectable Wall Street investor. So, last topic that I have is about leadership and what it means to have great leadership. I'm going to touch up on this for a little bit. I will try not go into so much detail because my time is limited. I know you guys uh, don't like to see long segments. So again, I'm gonna cut this down to maybe 4 more minutes, and then I'm gonna finalize it with some credits to my partners, and then just right now I'm gonna introduce myself and talk a little bit about myself. So about me, my name is Albert, and I am the owner of the channel of Smart Investing. Uh, I am in my mid 30s. My education level is college. I am not a graduate. I have never been to any Ivy League college. I have no affiliations, no connections to anyone, any teacher, any student. I don't know anyone that pertains to any elite school whatsoever. Examples such as like Yale, Harvard, Columbia University. I have nothing to do with them. I went to a CUNY, Community University of NYC, back in the late 2000s. I went to the CUNY called City Tech, which was in Brooklyn. And I went into computer information systems, and that failed on me because things were too hard, mathematics was too hard, coding was way too much, and so again, I didn't feel like it was the right fit for me. So even with that, some of the courses that I took, it didn't feel right. Like it didn't pertain to my major, and it just kind of felt like high school all over again. So I just felt like I was taking useless classes, and it was just a waste of time, effort, energy, and money on my end. So I went to college for those 2 years, and then I met my future wife there. So we're college sweethearts. And so 2 years later, I decided to transfer and bring my grades up. I wasn't the best student at all. I was just a passing student. I just didn't have it in me because of interest. So when I went to the next school, that was actually another community college that is called Kingsborough, that is also in Brooklyn, actually near Coney Island. So I'm sure you guys are, anyone is familiar with that area. So when I went there, I just went there to bring my grades up. And again, I quickly realized that college just wasn't for me. And it just felt like they wanted me to take all these crappy classes. I didn't even feel like going. And then I only went for like a month. I couldn't get my full refund because it was already too late. There was no financial transparency. I was told that Fastro would cover me, and I never really got covered, and it was just a whole big mess. Um, I I just I didn't like the college. I didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. So that's when I took a year break, and then after that, I went to a vocational school. I went for electrical engineering, pretty much to get an electrical degree. So I have a certificate with that, and I graduated at the top of my class. And from there, I worked at a construction site and a construction company. And I was pulling wire and all that good stuff, and running wire and making connections to one end of the wire to the next, and just running electrical through a commercial building. Uh, Really good work. Very unstable though. Really good money. I got a feel for that, and again, I just felt like uh, New York was failing me. Like everything I tried, I gave it my all, and things just didn't work out for me. Things did not work out for me. So after that, during the year off that I took, I decided that, you know what, I need to move. I need a change, and I need to move. Things ain't working out. Um, the cards are just not in my favor. Everything's just rigged against me. It's harsh to say, but that's the actual truth. Um, Businesses look at minorities, blacks and Latinos and also Asians. They look at us as second-class citizens, and they don't see us worthy of like management positions. So that's what I finally realized through all the data. And so I decided to come to Florida and again make an impact whatever which way I can. And again, my main goal was just to be successful and just have a good career and have a good life and start a family and all that good stuff, just like any American would want. So aside from that, I've accomplished that. Moved to Florida. This was in the 2010s, early 2010s. In 2013, that's when I moved. I gained employment real quick as building maintenance. Then after that, in around 2020, I just want to move forward and then move back a little bit because I have 2 points in my career where I entered a certain career and then I also added on a certain career within this timeline. So this was around 2013. Again, I was working, and then in 2020, that's when I started to decide to further my career and also go into getting my HVAC license, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system certificate or license. So when that happened, I want to further my career, get better pay grade. It wasn't much, but it is what it is. So, I got that. I'm very educated. Again, that was a difficult course. There was nothing about graduating at the top of your class. It was just basically you had to pass to get the universal degree because there are different categories of mastery when you are doing air conditioning work. So the universal is air conditioning certificate or license is basically you have a mastery of all four types. You have your core, which is just basic knowledge and principles and equipment and all that. And then there were 4 exams to get my universal. So 100 questions, 4 categories. So basically 400 questions. And you're sitting there. I forgot how long I stood there, but I don't know. It must have been a few hours. And I passed 2 out of the 4 exams. It was just strenuous. My brain was just working. And so I retook the 2 that I failed the next time around and I passed those. So again, I got fully certified within that week, and it took me about a year to study all that at my own pace, mind you, because I was all online for the classes, which was wonderful. So that was in 2020, and now this is where I'm at in my career. So let's rewind back to 2013. While I was working as building maintenance and management, I started to figure 401ks. 401ks, basically they take it out of your check. You get a small portion. And then I started to realize that you pick a fund, you pick a percentage, you could do matching with the company, whatever. And basically I quickly realized that I'm sending off this money to someone I do not know. They are managing this money. You don't know what they're doing with it. You just know that they're investing in it. And it's like you could never be able to contact these people. They're supposedly specialists and experts and these grand masters that, claim to be like the world's God-given talent in the finance industry because they have their firms that they work for, and then it's by default that they create these funds that we can invest in, and all you have to do is choose it and go from there. There's really no, sorry, there's really no due diligence. There's really no due diligence behind that. So aside from that, uh, I quickly realized that I did not want anyone to manage my money, my hard-earned money. If I was going to lose it, I'll lose it myself, and I'll still be okay with that. So with that said, I did not like the fact that somebody else was managing my money. I was uncomfortable. I could not get over that at all, at all. So that was the whole process for me to think about that for a little while, and I decided to do something about it. I took matters into my own hands, decided to do research and look up everything about what it is to invest in the long term, and then from there I started to look at short-term investing, which is trading. Then I looked up quants. Then after that, I looked up. So it took me a few years to do that. Maybe the first 2, 3 years. I can't remember exactly. So then after that, that's when I started to do online mentoring. It probably about like 2 years. It took me 2.5. So I did the online mentoring. Again, they didn't choose me. I chose them. And this was looking for people on Wall Street that were pretty humble and that were pretty honest and accurate. Somebody that I can relate to and say that, okay, the criteria that I have for myself is what I wanted to implement on finding a mentor as well. But the only difference was that I didn't have, you know, that much money. I wasn't a millionaire or a billionaire, but the intelligence was there, the same focus was there, the same commitment and accuracy, and pretty much the determination to be successful in the finance industry was there. So any video that I try to search and research and everything, I compiled all of this information and analysis through my own work and findings, and I realized that these guys are good at what they do, and I took it upon myself to do my own online mentoring using their work and expertise. The reason I allowed them to pretty much educate me and give me their knowledge from them teaching me is because of I have to have honesty and trust and commitment. I have to see that. I have to see a part of myself in them as well, if that makes any sense. Uh, it was a long process, and again, I had to have, I wouldn't say an edge, but I had to have different criteria in different trends as to, you know, understand that there's going to be good times and there's going to be bad times. So I needed to dominate this system like completely, whether the market is doing good, whether the market is doing bad or neutral. I had to understand the market fully in its entirety to succeed and say, whatever the market is doing, I'm still going to be able to succeed in this market, good or bad. So again, I have 5 different mentors. These guys are very good, very, very good at what they do. Uh, it took me a while to find them, but I like the way they explain their stuff, and I made sure that the track record is accurate. So the 5 guys that I'm about to mention have mentored me through the years. I've only met one of them. Um, I wasn't fortunate enough to meet 2 of them because I did go to a conference where I was supposed to meet 2 of them, but I only met one, and my mentor wouldn't show up. So at least I met one out of the 2. So the 5 people that I am referring to is one, his name is Louis, but we call him Louis Navalier. from Navalier Associates. Number two, he's like my bullish mentor. What is to be bullish and everything there in it. Number two, I'm sure you guys heard of him, Peter Schiff, bearish mentor. He loves economics. He owned his own bank, his own investment bank. He knows how a system runs as to running a successful business. He knows what works and what doesn't work. And again, he loves economics. I learned a lot from him. And he has good work and insightful, truthful videos and posts and thereof. He's always accessible on YouTube. My third mentor, he was slightly bullish, but he's very into technicals, and he loves market trends, seasonality. He loves the numbers. When you look at a calendar out of 30 days, he's that type of guy that would say, okay, May 1st in 2010, that was a bullish day. And then May 2nd of 2010, that was a bullish day. And then he's very mathematical, and he's very calculated as well as Louis Navalier. He's another one with good numbers, but he's better with the technical side. The guy that I'm talking about, it's none other than Jeff Hirsch. He also goes by Jeffrey Hirsch. He has the Stock Traders Almanac. It comes out every year, and that's a little booklet that you get yearly. And he creates those booklets as to market trends and what he thinks that is going to be bullish and bearish and different opportunities in the market. Also, when it comes to the historic, data, when it comes to presidency, whether Democrat or Republican, he has those data points where he can say, I'm confident that, this is the timeline that we have. This is the data point that we have that points to and leads to the accuracy that he says that he's right. And so he has these data points and these timelines and this historic data as to where, when it comes to the politics, he relates it to investing, and it just somehow works out. But again, ever since 2020, this whole thing has changed the game. We have such drastic events that nobody knows what's going to happen, and then that's where I come in, because I'm such a young investor that this older generation, they haven't had a urgent, or emergency or drastic environment where everything is just major, like a major event to the downside. All these, they call it the black swan events. So we have COVID, we had a pandemic, 2020. Then, we have all these climate changes and whatnot. People are more violent. Us as Americans, we're not able to agree on certain things, certain situations, and just the commonality. This country has gone downhill, really, and a lot of it has to do with finance. We're just not able to afford certain things and have the income that we want. And people just don't, younger people don't want kids. People younger than me don't want kids. It's just, the society of us as Americans, we're definitely falling apart. So hopefully, we can do something about this. My fourth mentor is none other than Mark Skousen. He's an economic professor, really good at what he does. That's the guy I met in person. He wrote countless books on economics, very insightful, very great work at what he does. Very great person as well. He also hosts these yearly events called Freedom Fest, and it's an event of he calls it free minds, and people that can talk about uh, what they invest in, how they invest, and just, you have a free mind to say what you want to say and what you actually believe in when it comes to your conviction. Sorry about that. So with that said, who else am I missing? My last one. This guy, he specializes in precious metals. I'm sure many of you have heard of him. His name is Rick Rule. He also likes to do financing when it comes to precious metals. He's very much a gold bug, and uh, his analogies are very funny and entertaining, just like Peter Schiff. They're kind of similar, Peter Schiff and Rick Rule, but Rick Rule likes to give advice, and he tries to understand the younger crowd. So other than that, that's pretty much all I have. I want to make a closing statement. Thank you guys for partnering with me at Bloomberg. Uh, One big thank you. I'm going to mention a few names, but first and foremost, the superstar that you guys have at Bloomberg. He is just wonderful. He's been working with me for the past few years. Very knowledgeable, very insightful, very great journalist. Very good to work with and easy to get along with. He's very energetic. He was also at the Milken Conference. You know who you are, Romaine Bostick. Thank you for everything have you done throughout your success and your, your knowledge and your journalism and your work. I think with our natural partnership, I think this was something that was just extraordinary. Like, I couldn't ask for a better partner. Like, what I see in myself, I see in you as well. Like, very committed, energy driven, results oriented. Um, I think I know you're probably older than me because I'm in my mid 30s. But aside from that, what I've seen within the past few years, and alongside with other people, I gotta mention before I count them out. I don't want people to feel like I'm picking favorites because I'm gonna mention everybody else too. Carol Masser, Shanali, Katie, Scarlett, uh, Tim. We have David Weston, Eric, Abigail. Who else am I missing? Like, there's just so many names on Team Bloomberg. Alex Steele, can't forget you. You've been there lately. I know you've done the international shows over there, but now you're jumping more into, the NYC offices. It's good to see. Who else have you guys been bringing on there? Those are like the nine names that come to mind. Over the years, all these relations and stuff. So yeah, it's really good to be partnering with you guys. I hope to uh, grow you guys and implement you guys more into uh, growth mode. I see the partnership only getting better and stronger. I have a whole bunch of ideas as to um, having your journalism, and I want to implement more leadership skills and grow you guys into, you know, just the best in the business when it comes to media. That's what I see when I look at Bloomberg, especially with my support, and again, vice versa. I hope you guys can fully support me when I create my business, my consulting business, which will also involve, again, investment research, educational sources, and again, financial consulting. Again, uh, the way I like to do business, the way this is going to go down is that, again, I won't be licensed to make recommendations, But the closest thing to that, this is the difference between consulting and then advising. Advising is when they are making the decision for you. But as consulting, I'm assisting you with your decision, and you still have the final decision. I'm just referring to clients, partnerships, and whoever else wants to be interested as to partake and invest with me into this journey as to becoming a better investor, and overall, just you know, um, you're gonna be paying for a lot of value, and you're gonna be getting a lot of feedback from me and insight. This is just top of the line stuff. You're not gonna get this from anywhere. Um, I really don't have any marketing or advertising, but again, the word will come around. Wall Street is already fear of the unknown, as I like to call it, fear of what I can do, because I call it like I see it, and when I can announce something, if I see it beforehand, there's a high chance, or there's a high rate that things can happen and play out the way I expect them to be. I don't have a crystal ball, and when you joke around, I think somebody mentioned that one time. It's just, it's intuition, and based on leadership. This is like, you know, anybody could agree and say that it's just out of special talent, very special talent. This is not something that you can learn. This is something that pretty much you're pretty much born with. You can just sense things. You just have I don't even explain it. Like it's more than the experience. It's just that I'm the type of person, I've been through a lot, put it that way, to keep it nice and short, that nothing really phases me, and I can see things coming from a mile away. And so, I have so many outcomes in my mind and processes, and it's just like I see all these scenarios and trying to play things out, and then I just see things clearly. That's all I can say. So again, thank you guys for supporting my channel. I hope to do bigger things with you guys. But again, I want to keep things more confidential, because I'm starting to notice how your competitors at Bloomberg, they're trying to replicate your system, along with me feeding off of my model and my culture, and the way my structure is. And I know it's rubbing off on you guys, which is fine. It's just that competitors starting to do the same, and have the same thing and replica, and I just don't like it. It just takes away from the exclusivity and the leadership. I want you guys to be a leader in the financial media industry. That is my goal, for you guys, to support you guys, and for you to support me again, so you guys can support me financially when I start a business. Uh, I'm looking at about starting it next year. I don't know when the release date, but again, if that doesn't work out, I still have potential clients from references as to when we keep doing this. And, if you guys mention me a little more, that would help tremendously. So once a few people take notice, whether it's institutions, because I'm not going to sell to institutions, I'm going to sell to people individually. That's what I'm about. I don't have any growth plans or taking this to, billions and billions of dollars. I'm not thinking that far ahead, again, just starting off small and just go from there. So, a lot of big things going on, a lot of big things. So I couldn't ask for better partners. Thank you guys for watching. I know this is long. I'm gonna cut this off. So stay tuned for the next video, and take care, guys. I'll see you in the next video.